Hi guys, 36 Russian warships sail out to Barents Sea. The Northern Fleet has embarked on the largest gathering in 10 years. A total of 36 warships and support vessels are currently on their way out to the Barents Sea. Also, about 20 aircrafts are in the air. Along the coast of the Kola Peninsula, more than 150 different rocket and artillery weapon systems and special equipment are deployed. Large areas in the Barents Sea are now closed off for civilian shipping and overflights by civilian passenger aircraft. The drill will last until the end of next week. The press service of the Northern Fleet explains the exercise to be a full-range defensive aimed drill to combat a massive enemy attack. The fleet will carry out shootings with different naval weapons, including launching of cruise missiles, mines and torpedoes, and other missiles. Among the warships are these different named missile destroyers and large landing ships. Interestingly as well, an anti-submarine ship. So they've got pretty much all of their different types of fleet out there. Without specifying classes or names, the Northern Fleet says both nuclear-powered and diesel submarines participate. So we're entering into this watch time, 14th, 15th of June. We're looking at different scenarios. One of those scenarios involves potentially Russian submarines. We've talked about it for months, and now we've got this armada leaving or gathering off the coast of Russia in the Barents Sea with 36 different types of warships, including submarines, nuclear-powered and diesel. Is it all a coincidence? I can't really say that it is. I don't believe in coincidences, so when I see these kind of things, I have to bring them to your attention. So we should really be wary that we have the setup for a lot of things going on, including the deadline for the rebels in Syria to respond to the Syrian government's request for reconciliation. They've got 24 hours left. So according to a military source in Damascus, the rebel forces in Dara and Al-Quneitra governments were given until June 14th, that's today for me over here, it's 1:38 in the morning, to provide the government with a response to their reconciliation request. However, the rebel forces in both Dara and Al-Quneitra have already expressed their unwillingness to reconcile with the government, as this would surely mean that many of their fighters would be forced to leave these provinces. Despite the response from the rebels, the Syrian government is likely to extend the deadline for their response if there is a legitimate attempt among the armed groups to reconcile, which there's been one, but when that happened, it says here, they were later attacked by their former allies, so essentially there has been no attempt to reconcile, at least fully. So it looks like this offensive is going forward. Final preparations have been made. They are ready to launch their offensive in Al-Quneitra. It will be led by the 4th Division's Elite 42nd Brigade. There will be another offensive that takes place about a week or a few weeks later. This will be the Dara offensive. The reason for the delay in the Dara operation is due to the fact that not all of the Syrian army's reinforcements have arrived yet. More importantly, the Dara government operation will be much larger and more complex, which makes the manpower a necessity. So yes, it looks like things are going to be kicking off tomorrow, particularly in the Middle East. But then we've got the Russian warships out at sea, 36 of them. And this wasn't planned. This is a surprise exercise. And it's their largest maneuver in 10 years, coincidentally coming up on June 14th, Donald Trump's birthday and all the rest of it. And we know all the scenarios, all the different events that we've talked about. It's quite possible that more than one of those things may happen on one day. I'm not saying that's definitely today, but there are a lot of indications for today and tomorrow, and for the weeks that precede after that. Obviously, we've got Prince William coming to Israel as well, so you know that may have biblical significance there. I say may have when I really mean it does have significant biblical references and connections. So you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and God bless.